Alright, so this is a video just to introduce you to MathXL for School, show you a few important things, and show you how to log in and everything, okay? So let's get started. One of the most important things about this is to make sure that you go to MathXL4School.com. A weird thing about this site is if you go to MathXL.com, which might be an obvious choice, your login and password will work because it is the same company, but it's not where our class is. So it's not going to work and you're going to get confused. So make sure to go to MathXL4School.com. Okay, I have already registered everybody from the Math 1 class for Orange County, and I've given you your information. So you're going to hit sign in. You can see this is my my username and my password already in here. So you're going to type in your username and your password. The passwords are case sensitive. So, and I am required to put a capital letter in there. So all of yours have more or less a similar password. So the M and the O and the C in the password are all capitalized. Okay, and there's no spaces. If it's not working, email me, we'll figure it out. Okay? Okay, so let's sign in once you got the username and the password in there. And it's always going to bring up this right here. You're just going to click enter MathXL for School. Okay, now it's going to look mostly like this. This part that says instructor, this whole box, is not going to be available to you because you guys are students. Other than that, it's going to look exactly the same. You should see your name up here. So let's first talk about changing your username or password, which is fine. So if you go to edit account, you'll have to sign in again. So I'm going to sign in on mine. Okay. It should show you your name. Unfortunately, if I typed your name wrong, I don't know that I can fix that. I hope I typed everybody's name right. But you can edit the email address, the username, and the password, and your security question. I made everybody's security question the same. It's just the answer to the security question is my last name. But if you'd like to change the security question, you're fine. Okay? So you could just hit edit and you can type in a different email address. I used an email address that was given to me, or a parent email address that I could locate. And if you want to change the username, you can. And if you want to change the password, you can. Alright, so let's go over what this looks like. So at the top here, it should say Math 1, March 2016. If it doesn't, email me, but I believe I got everybody in the correct class. The top here, we have a weekly calendar. We have a short list of upcoming assignments, and there's only going to show you a couple at a time. So sometimes when we get more into the semester and there's going to be a lot of assignments there, it's only going to show you a few at a time, so you may not see everything. You can see there's a blue circle is homework, a red orange square is a quiz, and later we'll see tests. Okay. If you want to see more assignments, you can either click on View All Assignments. So you may not see all of these. This is on my account, but these are assignments that were copied over from the class from last year, and they'll probably be used again, but they're not assigned right now. They're for later sections. So these are the only ones that we have available at the moment, 1.1 through 1.4. You'll see more as I add them. You can also, if I go back, that View All Assignments button, you can also just click on Homework and Tests and it takes you to the exact same place. There's also a calendar. got to set some due dates for the homework. Remember, the homework is going to be due on Monday nights. The quizzes are not going to have a due date. They're going to be due. They're not going to be. You should do them when you see them, so you don't get behind. But as I said in class, you could take the quizzes as many times as you need to pass them. Remember, passing is 80%. But you'll see the due dates for things as they show up. It's showing you available, just when I made them available. That's all. That's not really important. When you get to doing quizzes and tests, eventually you'll see results on this page. Study plan isn't something that we're really going to use. It's just a feature we're not really going to use. But you can use it on your own. There's practice and quizzes, but they're not tied to this class. It's just part of this site. You can also get achievements. I successfully joined the course. I accessed help. You know, we're not going to use anything specifically, but they're fun. As you go through the course, it will keep track of your score. So let's go ahead and take a look at the homework. We did look at this one in class together, but let's go ahead and take a look at it together. Every time you click on the homework, you're going to see all the different questions. And you can see your current score. Right now I haven't done anything, so I have 0%. For homework, to get full credit, so 100%, you got to have 80%. And if you get 90% or over, it's extra credit. Just look at the MathXL grading policy that we looked at in class this week. So let's go ahead and try a question. So here's question number 1. Technically you could start anywhere, it doesn't matter. Okay, so this is what the homework actually looks like. There's about 10 questions in this assignment. I think actually 12. Okay, you can use these buttons to navigate. It only shows 10 questions at a time. So I'm going to go back to question 1. So some questions you're going to have to type something in. Some questions, let's see if I can find an example. I think most of these are just typing something in. But there are multiple choice questions and other types of questions that you'll learn. Oh, there's a multiple choice question. So this one's asking, are the terms like or unlike terms? 7r and negative 20r. They both have the variable r, so the answer would be yes. Then you can go down here, move the window up a little bit. Okay, so since this only has 2 options, it's not going to let me do this problem 20 times. Some multiple choice questions will give you more than one time to try it. Depending on the problem, it's either going to say check my answer or final check. Since this is a 50-50 shot, this one says final check. We got it right. Okay? But if you got it wrong, you can hit similar exercise and it does another one. So this one, let's say I think that these are like terms. I click it, final check, I got it wrong. Okay? So this is just telling me, because I did it twice and I already got it right, it's just telling me, do I want to save this attempt or save the best score? I'm going to save the best score. So you could see that I have 1 out of 1 points on this question, and I have a little green check mark up here. That means I got this correct. So when I say you need 80% on your homework to get it a full score, you're looking at this. I've only done 1 question, so it's very low right now. Okay, so let's try another one. Let's say I have no idea how to do this, and I have to type this in. These tools right here are for you. There's the Help Me Solve This. If you click on Help Me Solve This, you will see exactly how to do this specific problem. See that they match. So they're going to walk you through how to do this problem. Recall the distributive property of multiplication over addition. They remind you what the distributive property is. You hit continue. And it's going to ask you some questions to kind of see if you get the idea. Okay, I'm multiplying 4 times 7x, so I'm going to do 4 times 7x. And this is 4 times what? Well, that would be 4 times 3. Let's check my answer. Excellent. Okay, when you're doing the Help Me Solve This, you're not getting any credit for this, but I'll show you how you can get credit for this question after we do this. Okay, so then now they want me to multiply. So 4 times 7x is 28x plus, so I'm just using the keyboard to type this, 12. Let's check my answer. Okay, so if I close this, you see I still have 0 out of 1 point, so I have a little red X. That means I didn't get it right. But notice the problem changed. So now I'm going to do this one. So that's 36a plus 27. Oops, notice I typed in Z instead of A. That will make it wrong. So I'm going to fix that. Check my answer. I got it right. So if you use the Help Me Solve This, it will tell you how to do that exact problem and then make you do a different one. It just changes the numbers. Another option is to click View an Example. Let's go to the next question. Let's go to this question. Write the fraction below as a sum or a difference. Okay, maybe you have no idea. You can view an example. It doesn't show you this one, see they're different. It's going to show you one with different numbers, but similar. And it's not going to make you fill anything in here, it's going to walk you through it. So it's these, you see the 3 as a denominator is like a 1/3 fraction. Okay. So then they're telling us to use the distributive property. And so we're going to distribute the 1/3. And when I distribute the 1/3, I get 10/3 minus 4x. Alright, so you can read through this a little bit more carefully. And then now that might help you, hopefully. And then you can try this one. Depending on the question, there are other resources. This particular question has a video button. Not all of them do, but some of them do. Click the video. It will open up a video that you can then watch.
Let's learn about the distributive property.
That's about this question.
The distributive property is a rule that helps us.
I think that's awesome. There's also the textbook button. If you click on the textbook button, it will open up the page in your textbook. This is the section in your book that we're looking at that applies to this question. Okay? What else we can have? There's a glossary. You can try typing in the word. My experience with this is it doesn't have every word, but it has a lot of words, and it's kind of generic. It's not specific to the class. It's for all math classes. Math tools. If you click on Math Tools, there's like a number line. Ooh, it's going to take you to a link for adding and subtracting integers. I just picked a random math tool. Pretty neat. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to close the math tools, but you can explore these. And there's a calculator if you need to forget or remember what 5 times 12 is or whatever. And then you can print the question, and then there's the Ask My Instructor button. Okay, it will open up a little email. You can enter a question or comment to send. Now it will email me, you can see my email, and it will tell me the question and what section it's from. It'll do more than that, but you don't know that. But when you write a question, don't just write, I don't get this one, because that's not really helpful for me to help you. Try to be as specific as possible with what your question is. And also notice it says a link to the question will be included in your message. That's really important. So let's say, I don't understand what to do with the 4. You can even specify that, because I will see the question. And then you don't even have to really sign your name, because it's going to tell me who. You hit send. Okay? And when I get my email, it will take me to this question right here, and I can look at the problem and understand what you need help with. I am perfectly happy to answer your questions, but the only thing I ask is that you try out these other resources first, okay? And if you're still not getting it, then you can click it. Because if I just am going to explain some of the things that, like the example says, then it's kind of a waste of my time. Okay? So all I ask is that you use these resources first, and then if you still need help, you can email me. Okay? You can save it. Okay? Now, you can come back to it. Alright? Because obviously I didn't get a very good score. I only did a couple of questions. If you go back to your course home, or to go to homework and tests, actually you can see this. If you click see score, it'll tell you what your current score is. So remember that you need to get at least just 80% on everything. 80% to pass the quizzes, 80% to do the homework. Now, what's the difference between the homework and the quizzes? Let's take a look at the quiz. Okay. For the quiz, notice it says you have started 0 of an unlimited number of times. So you can do this unlimited number of times. Just hit I am ready to start. Once you have started, you don't want to hit back or refresh or anything like that. And I am going to put a slight time limit on it. It's only 5 questions. It's going to be, I'm working on what time limit. Maybe I'll do an hour. We'll see. Okay. Once you click I'm ready to start. Now, it's very similar to the other, the homework window, except you'll notice there's no resources here. Okay? But everything else, how you enter things and the questions are pretty much, I just picked a few questions from the homework that I think are the most important. And those are the ones that are going to be the quiz questions. Okay, so there's 5 questions. Okay? Let's pretend I filled it out and I'm going to hit submit quiz. Now, obviously it's like, are you crazy? You have not completed your test. I'm just going to hit yes anyway. So you can see I got 0%. Then I could review the test. Now I've set this up so that when you review the test, these buttons are all back to help you. So help me solve this. It'll tell you how to do the questions. So you can go through the ones that you missed and then figure out what you did wrong. Alright? The answer in here will be the correct answer. If you highlight, or not highlight, but if you put your mouse cursor over it, it'll say you answered, and it shows I answered nothing. Well, that wasn't good. Okay? Alright, I think that's pretty much it for... Oh, well, now you can see the results. You can see my results, and you can hit review here as well. So let's try taking that quiz again. Let's go to the course home. Now it's gone. It's not really gone. It just knows that I tried it. If I view all assignments, oops, it's on like the second page. These you won't see the past 2 ones. Okay, I can go to the 1-1 quiz and I can start it again. So I can take it again. Alright, so you just need to get 80% on it. Okay? I hope this helped. If you have any questions about MathXL, or if the login isn't working, or whatever, just email me, okay? Alright.